Welcome back, everybody, for some more Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe, and we're going to the Raisin Ruins. Now, does anybody like eating raisins? Because I do. They're quite good despite how small they are. Literally just dried up grapes if you didn't already know, which, who doesn't already know that fact? But, we're not going to waste any time and get started right away. And you can see a little bit of scenery in the background. And I'm going to drop my sword ability from the previous episode, and get a new ability that was introduced in this game, known as the whip ability. And you can actually snag enemies with it, hit it upward, and get goodies with it too. It's very versatile in that way. See, like that. And these enemies, I believe, were introduced in Dreamland 3. Oh, now here's a new ability that was not in the original. And just because I feel like it, the sand ability. Now it's going to take a little getting used to. Hey, there's a little sand hand in front of him. Man, I don't want these new abilities. I want the poison ability from Planet Robobot. Where's that? It seems you just can throw this giant, enormous pile of sand in front of you. Now, that's pretty cool. As your basic attack. Now we have ourselves a little hidden zone. And you do need the whip ability to get this. So, I can't do that fast enough. That's alright. And you can even get through hazards, which is pretty awesome. Even got himself a little Indiana Jones looking hat. Yeah, and it goes through walls. It's pretty awesome. And just keep whipping over and over again. And that's it. I'm going to re-obtain the sand ability. Apparently it's not here now. Actually, let me see if it... Yeah, there it is. Now, I don't know what the name of this enemy is. And perhaps I should look up the wiki for that. And I apparently can grab enemies with this too. I wonder if that works past the hazards, just like the whip ability. Because at that point, it kind of invalidates whip, which is a little sad. But it's a new ability nonetheless. Hey, I can just throw a giant ball of sand on the ground. Get over here. I don't like you. I don't like y'all around here. Alright. Yeah, I can grab things past walls with this. Kind of invalidates the point of a whip now, despite that ability being introduced in the original. And I'm just going to leave that Scarfy for itself. Now those enemies there also give the fire ability too. And these Lechonk looking enemies, Lechonk before Lechonk existed. Yep, Kirby Return to Dreamland did it first. Suck it, Scarlet and Violet. I wouldn't be surprised if Lechonk was actually partially based on those. They look pretty similar. Alright, we're gonna need the fire ability for this. So I'm gonna have to sadly get rid of sand. Ow, can you get out of my way? You're in my way. I don't like that. Y'all Lechonk's gotta be in my way. Alright, that enemy has respawned. Now, these are fuses that show up in a lot of Kirby games, actually, starting with, I believe, Superstar. You just gotta get into that cannon before the fuse goes out. That's why I always try to start on the right side of the fuse, so it gives me some more time to get into it. Which I guess for this one was a little unnecessary. Alright, and just a simple energy sphere placed right here. Makes me wonder what they call energy spheres, not like energy cogs or something, because other than the little capsule they're clearly encased in, that's the only thing spherical about it. Just nothing else. Ah, jeez. Took a lot of damage. I don't like it. Get in here. Luckily, we got ourselves a free hot dog. And needle ability we'll likely need to get an energy sphere in this stage. Oh, I really want to use the sand ability. The game gives me needle. I'm going to have to use this. And there's an awful lot of hot dogs in this stage. I might as well just call it the hot dog desert or something. Yeah, and actually that kind of works. Not exactly with the foreshadowing of this game. But still, that kind of works actually. Hot dog desert. I'm surprised they didn't go with that, actually. Except people would probably be mistaken with the H being the case. Instead of, using the word D, but again, it wouldn't, the letter D, I mean. But it wouldn't exactly work well with the foreshadowing, so that's why they didn't go for it. But it's still a nice thought they could have put in a later Kirby game, even. Alright, now we're just dealing with boulder sections here. I mean, geez, we already have a hat that literally looks like something out of Indiana Jones. Do we need this too? And energy sphere. I'm gonna stick to the wall to get in here. Now, there's only one more energy sphere left in this stage, And we'll be getting to it soon enough. Actually, get up here. No, not the spark ability. I need that. And I'm going back here. Alright, that should have respawned. It didn't. Then we can always try again. Yeah, okay. I guess I can't get it now. Big sad. Oh well. And now we just hide from an even bigger boulder. Alright, I'm hoping there wasn't a spark thing needed back here. There is no secret up here. That would be a little salt-inducing if that were the case. Hello, Cloud. How you doing today? How you like the new sound of the mic? Just to get your critique. And we got those boulders from 1-4. Beam ability, no need for that. Sand, get over here. Alright, we're at full HP, but who doesn't want a little snack? After this, I should have a little snack. Yeah, it's much better than the mic I had before. And now, here's another ability we have yet to see. The Parasol ability. Honestly, one of my least favorite abilities in all of Kirby, just because, hey, it's got a little umbrella. Allows you to float gracefully, though. Kinda looking like these Waddle Dees. Too bad you can't really do that for too long. Let's get a better ability. The Sword ability. Basically, Kirby's go-to ability. Actually, nah, sand. We need sand out here. Alright, we got ourselves a mid-boss, which is one we've seen before, right? No, it's Bonkers. Yeah, he's really bonkers for something. I don't entirely understand that name. I guess that has something to do with monkeys. But if y'all seen in my Forgotten Land playthrough, Hammer ability is one of my all-time favorite abilities in all of Kirby. Funny, as I'm saying that right after my least favorite ability in all of Kirby. One of my most favorites is Hammer, purely just because of how much effing damage it does. It tears ass in any Kirby game it's in. It doesn't matter what it is. It will destroy anything and everything, including these metal squares, which a later ability that will come in handy later in this game, most certainly, also breaks those. And yeah, that's pretty much the stage, and let's not miss that. You know what I say, leave no secrets unturned. Alright, in time for a very easy minigame. Let's press A. Down. Give me that first one. Again, so much easier in this game than it was in the Wii version. Alright, and why don't we move on to 2-2? Hopefully better than a 2-2 in a certain other desert-themed world in a certain game that's also on the Wii. Or was originally on the Wii. And hey, the Copy Room 1 unlocked. The 15 energy spheres you've collected have unlocked the door to Copy Ability Room 1. And that obviously contains the Sword, Fire, Needle, Leaf, and Cutter ability. And as you can see, there's a little lake under there. This level seems to be a little more based around an oasis. Now that's a naughty right there, the thing that was just sleeping. Don't absorb those. There is literally no use to the sleep ability other than, I guess, as a joke ability to kind of obstruct your progress. Oh, now here's another ability that, fun fact, actually did not originate in the original Return to Dreamland, but originated in the Kirby's Right Back at You anime. And even more fun fact, if y'all know about the unreleased Kirby game that was going to be on the GameCube, the water ability, or at least something that's kind of like a water ability, or even the bubble ability from Squeak Squad, was also set to show up in that game, as seen in one of the pre-release trailers. So I like how they finally formally brought it into a main series Kirby game with this game. Now you can see the many different attacks, which, you know, one thing about those water enemies there, which I don't really know the name of, that's always baffled me, even in the original. Why is it that they die in water despite being water creatures? I don't get that. That makes no sense. But anyways, that's another little perk of the water ability too. If you happen to be underwater, Kirby shoots these extra powerful bubbles. Which is nice. They're farther range, do a bit more damage, yada yada. It's all the basic shit. Anyways, get that cactus man out of here. Some discount pokey looking dude. And there should be a secret in here. It's not an energy sphere, that's for sure. And anyways, let us move on to the next screen. You know, I'm gonna do some careful platforming. Boy, that was so hard. Alright, and here is the ability I was talking about just in the previous stage. The Stone ability, which this is the very first Kirby game to actually give this ability a bit more moves, like this fist attack. And apparently it takes one of its attacks that wasn't in the original but was introduced in Triple Deluxe, where it allows you to charge an uppercut. And, as you've seen me do a second ago, you hold down while you're in the air, and press B, the boulder gets a bit larger and the animation longer, but it's also stronger in the end. And you literally sink like a, well, boulder when you're in water. Definitely gives a lot more personality and much more use and versatility than, say, its iteration in Superstar Ultra. Anyways, there's the sword ability, but I don't think that's useful. I could be wrong, who knows, that might bite me in the ass later. Nope, it didn't. Perfect. Alright, give me a secret, which is likely to house an energy sphere. Oh boy, how did I know that? Now it looks like we have to be a little faster, or else it'll cancel out. No, you don't. Whew, I made it. And that's the first one for the stage, so we didn't miss any of them. Now I do kind of want to try doing a little challenge of hitting or getting every single energy sphere without missing them, since it looks like they're pretty much in the same locations as they were in the original. But I'll give it a try. If it doesn't fully go out, follow through, who cares? And that's a little fun thing we can always do. I mean, I have played the original Wii version quite a lot, so, and even now, well, I haven't touched the game in almost 2 years, but still, I should at least know quite a few things of the locations of them, to be fair. And we have ourselves another secret. Ow, you, man, rock types are weak to water. You're rude. Get in here. I might need you for something. Yep, alright. It's just a 1-up, not an energy sphere, so we just go through here. Boom, we're set up for a 1-up. Easy. Alright, water wave, even though this isn't Mega Man 5. It might as well be called that anyways, who gives a shit? And as I've stated before, I don't really like pineapples, but who cares? The game don't care that I don't like pineapples. Alright, now here's another secret thing that it's definitely to house an energy sphere. Alright, it seems like I have 2 different paths, and it looks like I can only choose one or the other. If you just look very carefully at which ones you're supposed to hit, you just do that one. You can even go up here. No, you can't actually. It's just there to keep you from kind of cheesing it, I guess. But that's a very easy energy sphere. And now we only have 2 left, which should mean we got ourselves another special portal. Oh no, my ability. Now that's the thing in a lot of Kirby games, and every single Kirby game in that matter, that involves him using his inhale ability and copying enemies. One bad hit, and I believe in most games, it might not be the case for every single game, but in most games, I'm pretty sure it's a 1 in 32 chance, which I need to look up how much of a percentage that is. It's like, it seems pretty low, actually. Maybe like a 2% chance, like 2-3% chance, that sounds like, of him losing his ability when he takes damage. It's not that bad, really. And you can even get back your abilities if you're fast enough. Alright, and as I've stated before, here's our next super ability. And we gotta keep a watch out for these fire pillars as we go through them. And as soon as our super enemy shows up, which should be very, very soon, here we are. And now, it's a super Waddle Doo. Now, what ability will you give me? Flare Beam! Now, the sound effect this thing makes is absolutely stellar. I love this sound effect. It seems easier to control than it was on the Wii version. The Wii version was already pretty easy to control, I'd argue. Now, this is the other super ability I was talking about in the previous episode. That would have been redundant with the Super Plasma ability, or I keep calling it Plasma, Super Spark ability that was meant to show up in the original. Since it's just a giant ball of energy, and that's the same thing with Spark as well. So that would have been very redundant, which is why they left it out of the final build. There's even unused, what do we call it, star textures for those 2 unused abilities as well, for Super Cutter and Super Spark. I probably should leave a link to like a Kirby Wikipedia page in the description or something if any of you are at all curious. But now here is our next super dimension, or other dimension. I don't know what it's called canonically, I really don't. Gotta be frank. Anyways, let us begin this trek into another world. Alright, and we got a bit of water to deal with. Notice how also, anytime you have an ability, the game kind of forces you to go through these without an ability. At least till you hit the Sphere Doomer part. And also, I think this is well, not in every Kirby game like in Superstar Ultra, but when you shoot a star bullet through water, it's a bit slower. Also, I'm just, oh, never mind. I thought that was water particles going on the screen. But no, that's little illusionary cosmic stuff in the background. That's all that is. That wasn't in the original. Alright, go! Alright, and we just slowly float on through here. There's a banana. Alright, we should be nearing complete with this part as well. Alright, yeah, that should be big enough to hit the... No, it isn't. Okay. I stand corrected, and I can't even get those. Oh, well, who cares? And we have ourselves a different Sphere Doomer, actually. And, okay, I'm not choosing Parasol, so we're going with Whip. And this Sphere Doomer is a little different to the one we encountered in Cookie Country. He's a Fire Sphere Doomer, weirdly enough. Its title doesn't change, though. However, it does have a few different attacks, not this one, from the Dark Sphere Doomer. Even being able to do this. A nice little homage to the fire ability. Though it seems a bit slower than the original. Come on. Now he'll spin while he does that, I guess making it slightly harder to dodge. I don't really get the thought process of that one. And he shoots fireballs, oh no. But this isn't the last time we'll see a different version of the Sphere Doomer. Notice, those little feather tails that it has, the dark ones only had 2 feather tails, while this one has 3. And according to the wiki, apparently the more feathers a Sphere Doomer has, that signifies its strength is stronger. It is. Which is some nice bit of lore, I guess. Alright, this is still bothering me. Just look how slow that's moving. It's like the only problem I'm seeing here. Alright, done with the stage. Alright. And one once again. And it is satisfying to see him dance like that each and every time. Oh, don't even answer that. That's an obvious one. Alright, onwards to stage 3. Hey, there's a little attraction over there, it looks like. I guess I unlocked something. Sand Challenge unlocked. The 20 energy spheres you've collected have unlocked the door to the Sand Challenge. This is a special stage for 1 player. Now, I'd like to know what that's about, but first, I want to go through this stage. And we didn't have no Waddle D's looking like they're offering some tickets or whatever like in the original. Or not like in the original, that wasn't in the original. Alright, perhaps I need to use stone. And that's another thing about the stone enemies. They seem to take a lot of hits. Either they just have a lot of HP. Alright, and... oh, hey, look at that. And that's another thing about Stone Witch. I'm pretty sure most people already know this. But, each time you use the stone, it'll do a different statue. Some of which are far rarer than others. And apparently hitting out of the stone attack counts as an attack too. Which I guess adds a little extra offense, though its hitbox is pretty small. I guess that's a little perk for having to be basically invincible. Also, how do I get in there? I saw that. Think I did in game. Alright, maybe that's just through somewhere else. I'm gonna get rid of the stone ability. We're gonna get the beam ability. Ah, there we go. That's the entrance we're looking for. And we get ourselves a free ticket. I wonder what souvenirs we could buy with that. Anyone want a souvenir? I'll get you one from the Magalore Land, Magaland. Should have been called Magaland Extreme or something. Alright, and apparently we have more than one path that we can't exactly choose, so... thankfully the game gives you a nice little hint by having the little stars here. So it shows you the right path instead of you just blindly guessing. And I think that's a teaching element for later parts of the stage too, for an energy sphere, if I remember correctly. Sword, give me your power! Kinda looks like there's a bit of an extra part of the stage here, which in some Kirby games actually houses some secrets, but this isn't one of them. Ow. I literally walked into that. Waiting for the platform to go down. Oh, I like these cannons. They will do a lot of damage if you get hit by them, so do not get hit by them. And hey, another new ability. Get over here. The Tornado ability. Introduced in Kirby's Adventure on the NES. Which actually a lot of people categorize as very fun to use, but sadly, this is very short-lived. Because I want to go in here and, oh, hey, it's not short-lived. There's another one right here. It definitely does have a few different attacks. An upward cyclone, a downward cyclone, which honestly looks better than the original. It looks a lot larger. Energy sphere. Definitely there to teach you how to use these abilities. And I like how it's a little more green than it was in the original, where it was more white and gray. And you can even fly out of here. You hold the button, you can have a much bigger tornado. Which I believe... Ow, that was a bad idea. And that's where the fun of a tornado comes in. You don't really have full control over it, which is actually pretty nice. Some people might get a little frustrated with that, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Alright, and here's another new ability. High jump. Which I think was introduced in Nightmare and Dreamland, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong about that. Actually, no, I think not Superstar. Kirby's Adventure had that. I can kind of see where we're going by this. I cheated a little bit, but I'll do it again because I'm not missing any energy spheres. And this even has a downwards attack. But while you're jumping, you are invincible, which is why these Gordos are here, to show you that. And there's even a drink up here. Nice little secrets. Alright, and it seems like we have ourselves a mid-boss coming up. You know what I'm picking. The Cutter. Or, I don't want to kill the festival enemy accidentally. Let's have ourselves... You know what? Screw it. I'm going to fight the mid-boss as a festival dude. Or conductor, I guess. Festival conductor. Yeah. Okay, really? Kind of wishing we were in these enclosed spaces. Alright, now the Maxim Tomato Box can open. Which was also originated in this game. I don't think any later Kirby games have the Maxim Tomato Boxes. Now here's another mid-boss, King Doo. Now let me just do our little festival dance. It's literally just a big waddled Doo with some hair. That's all. Heck, compared to Robobot, he has a little bit more, whatchamacallit, whatever you say. Some cybernetic parts to him, which is a nice little theme in that game, but that's not the game we're talking about. So just absorb these, and King Doo is dead. Now there's a bit of a bathroom joke I wanted to make there, but nah, let's save it for your ears. Alright, there's a cannon up here. You don't even need to go in the cannon like in the original. Just float up here. That's all you need to do. And an energy sphere right here. As I always say, anytime you see a mid-boss, absorb their power. You're going to need them. And there's even some more secrets up here. Alright, always go for the bigger star, I'd argue. And you do this correctly, I believe you get yourself another secret. Now, just gotta time your cannons correctly. And I do like how they show which is the better path through having the better stars there. Now, I'm genuinely curious to see what's in this direction. So I'm gonna float over to it. Probably some Gordos or something, I wouldn't be surprised. Nope, just a cannon back. Well, geez, how generous of these cannons to send me in the directions I need to go. And thankfully, I'm also invincible when using this cannon, too, so really, those giant fire cannons shouldn't even be there. Oh, hey, fries. I should go make some fries when I'm done with this. I don't know. Alright, any more secrets before we leave? There are none. Let us go. Alright, get on up here. And we're at one once again. The satisfied dance. Heck, Kirby apparently even does moonwalking in this game, which we've seen already in the first episode. And not like moonwalking in Super Smash Bros. Melee. Nope, nope, not that type of moonwalking. Now, I want to see what this is about. Hello, Kirby. I've come all the way here from a different world. Wait, is that the It's not the dude from Forgotten Land. Are you serious? Either that or, Kirby's Fighter Deluxe. I think. Yeah, I think so. I'm from a fantastical amusement park called Merry Megaland. Oh, stop lying. We all know where you're from. I run the souvenir shop there. Megaland is filled with fun sub-game attractions, and we have lots and lots of neat souvenirs. You should come visit sometime. Visit us sometime. I'm afraid we'll have to save that for another day. Now, if I remember correctly, this is the final stage before the boss, in Raisin Ruins. And now this type of key, which is not a different color, but those Scarfies are a different color. Which means anytime you grab a key, they'll aggro onto you. And I like how this game teaches you that from the very beginning. Now here is a staple enemy in all of Kirby, known as the Poppy Bro Jr., or the Poppy Jr., whichever. And it gives you the bomb ability, which this is the first game to absolutely rework the bomb ability. In previous games, just pick up a bomb, you throw it, and you might throw it at a bit of a different angle. If you hold it again, you can throw it that way. Or if you hold it on it for long enough, which is an actual move in the game. Hello, Aaron, how you doing? After a while, it'll just straight up self-destruct whenever it feels like it. There we go. Yep. Just explodes like that and deals damage to you. Doing quite well. How's the mic sound? I got a new mic. I could have ordered an Elgato mic, but nah, the show must go on. I didn't want to wait. Alright, and bomb ability is pretty much not very useful from this point on. Oh wait, we got the sand ability. Nope, I want the sand ability. Yep, that's what we need to know. Thank you for that critiquing. Alright, as you've noticed, there are 5 energy spheres in this stage. Also, those broom enemies, broom hatters I believe they're called, in Dreamland 3 and in I almost said Superstar. In Star Allies, there's an ability called the Cleaner ability, which doesn't show up in this game. Well, who knows, maybe they changed that, I don't know. I kind of want to test it. Alright, before I hit that, I want to get you out of the way. And let's open that up. I only have a little limited amount of time, though. So we gotta be careful. There we go. That's what we needed to do. It's only been a day. It's not that bad. But I get it. Thanks for that. But anyhows, you're just tired, we'll get some rest. It's the weekend. Let's all enjoy the weekend. And fun fact about me, my favorite day of the week is Saturday, which won't be the question of the day. But yeah, Saturdays, just enjoy yourself. Seems like there's a bit of a secret down here, but no, it's actually just a random old bottomless pit. Alright, we're in a very dark room. It's super spooky in here, man, but we at least have a few light sources to keep us company, like this candle. And apparently when Kirby grabs it, there will be a bit more light than usual. And these are very rude whipping cats, which I don't know their name. Ah, you're rude, you know that? Come on, give me my sand ability. No. Okay, really? Go up here. I'm surprised it didn't disappear during all that bouncing, but thankfully it didn't. Man, you're rude. You know what? I'm gonna punish you. Get out of here. That's what you get. You're rude. Alright, I think in later Kirby games even, the sleep ability can heal HP like in Forgotten Land. But that's a pretty rare thing for it to do. Uh-oh. Alright, apparently that path is above it. You know, just, if you'd please save that for the X4 playthrough when I get back to that. Now that I got my new mic. I play that later, but I plan on doing a Pokemon vid later. Stay tuned for that. Alright, now just throw this candle, it deals fire damage too. Alright, we still have 3 more energy spheres. Hey, look at that. You know, fun fact about sand, it can actually cool down fires. Because if you want to know about how to cool down a fire, fire burns with 3 things. Actually, here's our science lesson with Spam Bear Gaming today. Alright, if you all know, fire burns with 3 different things. Fuel, heat, and oxygen. Take away one of those things, and hey, you put a fire out, which sand can actually take out the oxygen of a flame, causing it to go out. Yes, I definitely will, now that I have a better mic. I stated that before. And now here is our water boss, Water Galaboros, which in this game was introduced. And it seems we have a bit of a combo attack with the sand ability, just a 2-hit combo attack. If this were Smash Bros. Attack, it would be Kirby's 2-hit jab. Which seems a little dumb to me. But as I stated before, always absorb your mid-bosses, because the water ability can cool these flames, as that seems pretty obvious. But this isn't the only ability that can do that either. Oh no, it isn't. Yep, and we were using that to get a lot of these goodies and hot dogs and everything else. Alright, let us be careful with these needle enemies, which thankfully when they elongate their spikes, you can still hit them. No, okay, maybe you can't. Never mind, I was wrong. Alright, into the door we go. Alright, these are placed in a way where they'll come on down, kind of like meteors. Not as cool as Meteor Storm, though, in Tales Live. But they come down nonetheless, and will do great damage if you get hit by them. You better be careful. Yes, we do live on different parts of the world. I'd argue that would be like for you. But that's alright. Just sit back, relax, and learn some things about the greatest Kirby game ever, having a remake. Probably not the Kirby game that deserved a remake the most, but eh. Alright, here's another little item. Hey, that was in the original. In the original, you couldn't see Kirby's eyes when he's holding the invisible crystal. And the thing about this is Kirby not only can't just pass through these enemies, but they don't notice them either, which is pretty damn cool. Despite there being a ginormous gem right over their heads. Yeah, I know that. That's why I said we're from different parts of the world. And I don't even get hit by these either. You loser cannon. Man, I want a crystal like that in real life. Where I can just turn invisible and nothing notices me. And it does have a timer just like most other items. But apparently it disappears when I get the energy sphere, which is interesting. And now, since we only have 2 other energy spheres, you know what that means. We have ourselves another dimension to worry about. Alright, into the door we go. It may be OP, but it's super cool at the same time. Alright, the game gives us sword ability, even though we already have something that can cut ropes. But I'm gonna go with the sword ability. And I do like how and I've stated this in the previous episode, I do like how they bring in some abilities that weren't in the original, like this, blade attack, which gives you sword beam whether you have HP or not, or full HP or not. And here's our super ability, the super sword. Get in here. You're nothing more than my prey. And the power of the Ultra Sword. Man, you should play some of the Kirby games, man. They're super good. And on the Switch specifically, you got Stylized, this game that literally just came out yesterday. Just a remake of the Wii version. And Forgotten Land. Actually, Aaron, I suggest you look at my Forgotten Land playthrough on YouTube. I haven't done that one in months, and pretty much will never go back to that again. But if you want to learn more about Kirby, just look at those videos, if you please. Thank you. Alright, and we should be almost to the other dimension. Which I did want to do a Star Allies playthrough at some point, but that's gonna have to wait for a while. Now, they're not that old. They're only months old. Like, some of them actually are pretty old, actually. Almost a year old, even. But others are fairly recent. Alright, and here's our other dimension. And the frame rate issues are still here. Now, this perspective seems a little different. Things are a little more vertical, if you will. Ah, you rude. And just listen to the song of Looming Darkness. I love this song. I've already stated that in the first episode, but I'll state it again because the song is just that good. Man, I'm a good shot. Just hit that from all the way over there, and it still gains on you quite quickly. I think it's time to showcase that it moves a little slower when you're closer to it. However, it seems to move faster when you're farther away from it. I mean, I guess it kind of discourages you from trying to outrun it. More so outwit it, I guess, if that makes sense. Or outpace it more so than outspeed it. Alright, and we got ourselves a few platforms, like Kirby even needs those. And hey, I got myself another one up. That's the thing with this game. This game, a lot of people consider very easy. And the stars are littered all over every stage. Gotten so many of them, I already have 27 lives, as you can see in the top left-hand corner. And, you know, we're gonna use Cutter. Screw you, sword, I'm kidding, but still. Alright, we better be careful about these platforms and not to accidentally break them. But thankfully that should be pretty hard to do. And thankfully you can't hit me from down there. Uh-oh. I hit some of those blocks. That could be a problem. Alright, he goes back into the background. I kind of like that it looks like there's a bit of an intergalactical void going on back there. That's pretty nice. That was a detail that wasn't in the original. And he's down. Yeah, that's one of the next two videos. Do be careful. That was when I was first kind of getting my groove on video making at the time. And I didn't have much commentary on those videos. That and my voice doesn't sound all that good. So, just bear all that in mind, if you will. But hey, watch it to your heart's content. It's there for a reason. Alright. Because what, at the time, I was only playing that, Forgotten Land, and that was before and I think Legends Arceus I was playing at the time as well. Yeah, back when I was at my previous slave camp. I'm not going to get too much into detail with that. But still. I mean, you did see my Legends Arceus finale. That was way later than my other Legends Arceus episodes, which, yeah, those aren't all too good either. But enough of that. Boss Stage 5 is right here and now. Level 2 energy spheres completed. Got them all in one go. The 25 energy spheres you've collected have unlocked the door to the I almost said Booming Blaster subgame. Play with friends. Alright, Maggie Lore. Now, why don't we get into Boss Stage 5, the final stage of Raisin Ruins? Maybe that should be the question of the day. Do you like raisins? I mean, that should be a pretty easy answer. Hey, the sand ability. We can use this. And I think the original, the fire ability, was there instead. Yeah, I did state that on my finale. Did just make sure I got that done before the Scarlet Violet came out, since I did have the Pokedex done a long time ago, but kind of procrastinated on it. Anyways, here is our boss for Raisin Ruins, Mr. Dutar. Kind of looking like a bit of a genie, if you will. And he'll just do a bunch of juggling attacks and whatnot, jumps around a bit. And yeah, very easy to get away from that. And he's already at half HP. Alright, you can still damage him while he's reeling up to go into the air. And just move out of the way as he does this. And he'll only do that about 3 times. Alright, and he has a bit of a punching attack you might want to dodge out of the way of. I'd argue that looked a bit better in the original. And he can even conjure things out of his hat. Kind of reality warping abilities there. And he's down. Wow, like that. Yes, I do. Go watch the previous episodes. My voices aren't all that good in the earlier episodes, so I recommend, like, after episode 7 for that. And watch Kirby do a satisfying little dance. And apparently, you know what? I don't want to keep talking about Pokemon on a Kirby vid. That was your suggestion. Alright, and I don't know, is that the left wing or the right wing? I can't quite tell. The game will tell me in a second. Looks like the left one if we're looking at it at certain perspectives. Or is that the right one? I can't tell my left from right. Oh no! You did it, Kirby! My Star Cutter has his right wing back in place. And I think I changed his voice, but who cares? Once we find all the parts of this baby can fly again, I'll take you on a trip to visit my homeworld. I come from a distant land. It lies at the end of an interdimensional tunnel, connected to your planet. It's really far away, but the lore is a beast. It can get us there in no time once it's fixed. I do hope you take me up on my generous offer. Yes, very generous offer indeed. Now why don't we go see the new door that we just unlocked? With these copy abilities right here. Yep, and it pretty much gives you a winning ticket to any ability you want that just happens to be in the ship. So if you want to go to a stage before or you want to get the abilities before the stage, look no further than in these rooms, at least the ones that you unlocked. And this is the first game to have the little dummy punching bag. Kind of like the sandbags in the Smash Bros. Games. Only it actually has limbs. Kind of looks like something out of that Coraline movie, if you know what I'm talking about. And seems to have a lot less HP than in the original, too. Like, it really could take a beating in the original. But other than that. And then later Kirby games such as Triple Deluxe and Planet Robot, it's a dummy Waddle Dee that looks like it's made out of metal. Heck, Forgotten Land even has one of these, and same with Star Allies. So pretty much every main series Kirby game since the original on the Wii has these dummies. You know why you joined in on the fun, you enjoy the commentary. There's nothing wrong with that. Then we were playing a lot of Pokemon Sword and Shield back when I was doing my Pokemon Sword vids for fun. You enjoy that stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that. Alright, here's our little festival thing for Mary Magdalene that we can go to, but I want to save that for a later time in the game. Actually, hold on, let me go back into the ship. I want to see if I can showcase one of the mini games that I unlocked. Alright. And I unlocked both of them, which apparently some of these minigames are minigames that weren't in the original, and were minigames that were in Kirby 64. Which I haven't played Kirby 64 yet, so I don't entirely know. This seems like a type of Simon Says, maybe? It looks like this game is. But anyways, Magolor's Tome Tracker Tutorial. Find the magic tome with the same cover image that Magolor's picturing. Press A to jump, and up or B to retrieve a tome. After our last chance begins, the points will be doubled. Find as many gold magic tomes as you can to make a stunning comeback victory. That's nice. Haha, look at his little mustache. Also, Elflin being referenced, that's nice. Wait a minute, I'm going up against some CPUs? Neat. Nope, give me that book. It's mine. Maxim Tomato. Wait, I can't float in this. Interesting. Mushroom. Man, this can give you some OCD, doesn't it? Ultra Sword. Stars. They're not actually even trying to pick up the books. Then again, this is on an easier difficulty. Wait, what the? Okay, that's a nice little quirk. Oh, that's clearly based on the little Jamma Heart spheres. Oh, screw you. That were in Star Allies, so that's pretty nice. Oh, gee, they're all the same color. Oh, wait, there's two of them. Nope, get over here. I like how they fall over if you pick up the wrong book, too. That's pretty nice. Waddle Dee's just screwing me over, man. Ah, whatever. There's no losing here. This is pretty hectic. I'm liking it. Waddle Dee, man. You're just stealing all the books. I mean, I've already gotten way more. Wait, I'm not even paying attention. Ha, yeah, okay. Hey, that's nice for him. That could give me some ideas. Though I don't think I'm really all for solo runs in Pokemon games, just to be frank. You unlocked new ways to play level 2 and 3. That's a funny way of saying I unlocked level 2 and 3. Anyways. Oh yeah, you know what? Speaking of King DDD, I didn't mention that yet. Which maybe I should save it for, when I can play as him? The one problem I've had with King DDD in this game, he reverts back to his design in Kirby 64, the design he also had in Forgotten Land. Which honestly, not my favorite design of him, of the King of Dreamland. Also not my least favorite design. I'd argue his design in the 3DS games was worse. But what was wrong with his design in the original? It looked better. Alright, Booming Blasters. Well, let's see what this is about. Blast your rivals with shots using the B button. Hold B to fire off an overhead shot. Hit rivals twice to level up your shots. Be careful not to run out of ammo. Pick up energy capsules to recharge. Dodge shots from your rivals by pressing A to jump. When a super blaster appears, use it to take out multiple rivals at once with a piercing super shot. It can even blast through walls. And we interrupt Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe to bring you Mega Man. Hey man, I'm bullying you. I'm bullying you. I'm bullying you. Oh, give me that. Alright, seems like that takes a little skill to use that skillfully. Hey, King, get your ass over here. And he just dodged it. Oh, yeah, Waddle Dee's dying. Ooh, I almost got hit by that. How did I not get hit by that just now? Yeah, Waddle Dee's just standing there. Yep, he's dead. I moited him. So are you, Meta Knight King. You're the only one left. Haha, I'm massacring you all. Ow, he shot me. I don't like that. Hey, get over here. I want that. That's a death laser if I've ever seen one. And I guess it's a one-shot pony type thing. I've seen some plays about King DDD as well. Specifically in Brawl, even. Okay, I'm liking this defeat screen. Oh man, he's just too strong. Let's gang up on him next time. Good idea, King. You unlocked new ways to play level 2 and 3. Funny way of saying you've got more difficulties to select from. And we even get some free Magalure tickets. But sadly, that is all we have unlocked for now. A lot more minigames than there were in the original. And the original was just this ninja minigame. And there was another one that was in the original. It was one with, like, blasters, which are shooting like a robot from afar. Yeah, it's not that one that we just did. It's another one. I can't quite put my finger on which one it is, though. Which, actually, maybe it's a chance that's not even here. I could be wrong about that, though, and I'm kind of hoping I'm wrong. I guess this minigame? No, that's definitely not it. Yeah, no, I don't think it's here, like it was in the original. Sad. Oh well, it's nice that they had a lot more things here. Oh yes, and why don't we do the sand challenge real quick as well? And who won that? The D2D? It better have been the D2D. Screw Sephiroth, Kirby characters are better. Play with the new sand ability and try out all of its different moves. Yes, I will take this stage. Supposed to take this many games to do a sand ability. Imagine this in the original. Alright, use sand dash to defeat enemies quickly and keep moving. The water ability does that too, I'm just saying. How do you know this attack was a thing? Use Sand Smasher to destroy hard blocks. Use Sandball to defeat the enemies below you. Hey, he's got the skill to not die to that Sephiroth. Okay. Alright, I just got hit within the first second. Alright. I gotta really be careful about getting hit here. Yeah, you're rude, you know that? You're being rude. Alright, if I can go down here. Alright, maybe I was supposed to go into that secret door, but too late for that, I guess. Alright, maybe I'm just supposed to dash through those. Not leaving those coins unturned. Yeah. Alright, that's already about 24%